Hey guys, it's Legend Akage once again with another video. Today I wanted to go over a couple mod loadouts that can be used on any subclass in Destiny 2. Where my other builds try to focus on synergizing with the subclass for better results, these builds can be used anywhere and each has its own strengths and roles. The two roles we will look at today are Ad Clear and Survivability with Ad Control featuring Warmind Cells. Starting with Ad Clear, the weapons we are going to be using are mainly 7 Seraph and Ikelos weapons as they are key to generating Warmind Cells. My favorite primaries for this are the Ikelos SMG, the 7 Seraph SMG, and the 7 Seraph Officer Revolver. I also want to highlight Witherhoard, Xenophage, and any solar rocket launcher such as Hezen Vengeance, as they'll provide additional synergy with this build. Now going into the mods for this build will consist of Warmind Cell mods and Elemental Well mods. We can additionally use Charge with Light mods instead of the Elemental Well mods to support the build, but the choice is strictly up to you. Starting with the mods, we have Global Reach. Warmind Cells you create effect and damage targets at a greater distance. It's an amazing one-cost mod that greatly increases the range of your effects. Rage of the Warmind adds additional solar damage to the explosions of Warmind cells you destroy, more damage, and turns the damage into solar splash damage, which then ties into Wrath of Rasputin. Solar splash damage final blows have a chance to create Warmind cells. So this ties in Xenophage, solar rocket launchers, as well as Rage of the Warmind as more sources to obtain Warmind cells. Then we have Explosive Wellmaker. Rapidly defeating combatants with explosive damage spawns a solar elemental well. This ties in the Witherhoard and once again Xenophage and solar rocket launchers. Warmind cell explosions do not count towards this, but this solar well will be used for Well of Life. Picking up a solar elemental well grants increased regeneration for a short period of time. It's strictly 10 seconds of constant small regeneration that is insanely powerful. And as I said earlier, we can use some Charge with Light mods to replace the elemental well mods, and we have Taking Charge, become Charged with Light by picking up an Orb of Power, and Protective Light. While charged with light, you gain significant damage resistance against combatants when your shields are destroyed. The effect consumes all stacks charged with light. The more stacks consumed, the longer the damage resistance lasts, and it's 5 seconds at 1 stack and then 10 seconds at 2 stacks. And now just for the playstyle, you're just going to use your 7 Seraph or Ikelos weapon to generate a Warmind cell, and then blow it up to clear the entire room. If you're using Witherhoard, any Witherhoard kills you get while holding the 7 Seraph or Ikelos weapon counts towards Warmind cell generation, and it makes Witherhoard amazing for generating cells. And thanks to Wrath of Rasputin, solar rocket launcher kills and Xenophage kills also count towards it. Now moving on to the survivability and ad control build. Weapons are pretty much going to stay the same with the 7 Seraph and Ikelos weapons as well as Witherhoard, but solar rocket launchers and Xenophage are not going to benefit this build. Now moving on to the mods for the build. Once again, we're using Global Reach. Warmind cells you create effect and damage targets at a greater distance. Grasp of the Warmind. You can pick up, carry, and throw Warmind cells. Once thrown, a Warmind cell cannot be picked up again. And this is key to be able to reposition our cells or even carry a cell after all the enemies are dead, and the cell would normally be useless at that point. Cellular Suppression. Damaging a Warmind cell creates a burst of suppressing void energy. Additionally, we deal less damage to Warmind cells. This mod is key to shutting down groups of ads, as that suppressing effect is absolutely broken. Then once again, we have Taking Charge, become Charged with Light by picking up Orb of Power, and Protective Light. While charged with light, you gain significant damage resistance against combatants when your shields are destroyed. This effect consumes all stacks of Charged with Light. The more stacks consumed, the longer the damage resistance lasts. And once again, it's 5 seconds at 1 stack and 10 seconds at 2 stacks. And Alternatively, we can use Explosive Wellmaker. Rapidly defeating combatants with explosive damage spawns a solar elemental well, and by picking up that well, we use Well of Life. Picking up a solar elemental well grants increased regeneration for a short period of time. And that's again just to have the constant 10 seconds of healing. That is absolutely amazing to have. And for the playstyle, you're just going to once again use your 7 Seraph or Ikalos weapons to generate Warmind Cells, and then shoot it periodically to activate the void suppressing effect. I would highly suggest only using this build in high-end content with a pre-made group, or if you're trying to go for a solo flawless. Blueberries will absolutely destroy this build because they will just destroy your Warmind Cells on sight, and you're not going to be able to abuse the suppressing effect as much. But once you can abuse that effect, it literally shuts down groups of ads. I hope you guys enjoyed this type of video, and let me know if you want to see other general builds with other types of mods such as Charged with Light or Elemental Well. Also, feel free to comment down below any exotics or subclasses you'd like to see me make a build for. I'm always open to suggestions, and I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time.